Hey guys, how you doing? EMEKA TV here. Today we're gonna go chill with my dog Aaron. He's in town from California. He just got accepted to PA school, so we're gonna go chop it up with him, pick his brain a little bit.
With their 2000, the new Millennium One Love on Shake 108.
Everybody, EMEKA TV here, chilling with my dog Aaron Hunrow. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Aaron.
What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron Hunrow. Like you said, I'm from California. I'm going to be starting PA school at Marshall B. Ketchum University, class of 2020. Just out here living the life out here in Miami, visiting my friend. Appreciate him showing me around and all that.
So I appreciate you coming by, stopping by Miami to, I guess it's the time before you have to go to PA school, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
we're doing like a, I guess what you want to call it, like a sabbatical before?
I titled it my prior to PA school U.S. summer tour.
Okay.
So I'll be going here, New Orleans, Austin, East Coast, the South, and heading back home afterwards.
Yeah, man. Sounds great. So Aaron, tell us, so what advice do you have to any pre-PAs applying this cycle?
Applying this cycle, man, just keep working, keep grinding. It's as much as a numbers game and luck game as it is like you working hard. So just keep working hard this cycle. If you don't get in, at least your application will be stronger for next year. I had to reapply twice. After the first time, I just made sure I just kept grinding, and it all paid off. So all the hard work, all the sacrifices you make, it's gonna pay off. It's just right now, I just gotta keep working, keep grinding.
What do you think your biggest challenges were when applying?
Biggest challenges for sure were trying to be real. My grades weren't the best. I tried to supplement it with a lot more hours, showcasing a high GPA trend, and just really selling my strengths to the programs and applying to the programs that looked for applicants with those traits and all those strengths and stuff. So definitely be real with what schools you're applying to. Have your top dream schools, your safety schools, reach schools. I mean, at this point, any PA school is hard to get into, so definitely be real with it. Be real with yourself. If you don't get in, don't feel discouraged. Just keep working hard and be real.
Okay, so what do you think your biggest strengths were for your application?
I didn't let getting rejected the first time, deter me from getting into PA school. There were obviously some times when I wanted to quit, where I was just like, man, it's not even worth it anymore, but I just kept grinding even harder. So I sold it to the programs that, my GPA in undergrad wasn't that good. However, last 8-9 classes I took was like a 3.9 GPA, so it just kept shooting up. I worked like 52 hours for like 7 months, and I think it showed through my increase in hours, as well as me saying it in my interviews and stuff like that. So I think it's not a trait that people could put a number on per se, but they'll see it through your, you know, your work ethic, your commitment to the profession, commitment to trying to get to your goals. So I think that's my biggest trait, just showing them that I was committed, I was resilient and persistent in trying to get into school.
So what do you think was your biggest draw to the PA profession?
Biggest draw, man, just family is always super important to me. I was raised where family was the #1 priority. You know, I shadowed some doctors who told me like, hey, you know, if you go into medicine has to be your #1 priority. At the same time, when I shadowed some other doctors and some PAs, they were like, you know, you can have a balance of family and work as a healthcare provider,
yeah.
and then that lifestyle and work-life balance of a PA just kind of resonated with me so much. And just seeing, you know, how PAs work and how hard they work, how dedicated and devoted they are to the profession, yet they're still dedicated, motivated to their families too. That kind of was like my selling point. So being able to, you know, take care of my mom and my little brother a lot sooner than later was definitely the icing on the cake, I would say.
You actually have a PA in-house, don't you?
I do. My dad's a PA, so I'm a first generation Cambodian American, but I'm a second generation PA, or soon to be PA. My dad came here as a refugee, he became a PA. You know, I wasn't really like raised with him, but he was still definitely a huge inspiration to me. Seeing how he, again, was so devoted to his patients, at the same time very family oriented, was what drew me to, you know, again, follow his footsteps, but also continue the family legacy, but at the same time leave my own legacy.
Yeah, I understand that completely.
Yeah, for sure.
So how do you see social media affecting the PA profession?
I mean, as of right now, I feel like it's making such a positive impact.
Yeah.
You know, I think the resources when I was first applying compared to like now, it's crazy. It's like an exponential growth in terms of, you know, current PA students, current PAs who want to help other PA students or aspiring PAs. I mean, the community is just amazing on Instagram alone, through all these different Facebook groups and stuff like that. YouTube, you know, there's a lot of valuable information on YouTube that wasn't out there a couple years ago. And I think not just for applicants, but for the general public, you know, so it definitely increases the awareness of the PA profession. It kind of gives society like an idea of what we have to go through to get into PA school. And at the same time, you know, they realize like, yes, we're a vital role in the healthcare team, you know?
Yes.
And so I think the sky's the limit right now, you know? There can only be so much, you know, positive impact. I mean, there's already a lot of positive impact, and I think it's going to continue to grow. I mean, just being able to connect with different people, like we connected through Instagram, you know, like I've met so many different pre-PA people, PA students, practicing PAs, so that's why I want to kind of be able to establish my presence as well, so I can, you know, help aspiring PAs the way that people have inspired me.
Yeah, definitely, I can understand that. Would you say the power of networking is important for the profession?
Definitely, man. I would say, like, since getting rejected my first time to the second time, I networked with so many different people. I met so many different people, got valuable insight on the profession, about applying to schools, about certain programs. You know, so it's like that information itself is invaluable, you know, and then the networking connection that you make with people, remarkable.
I can attest to Aaron, like you said, we met through Instagram. I can tell you he's a stand-up guy, A plus dude, man. No, definitely. I've personally watched his journey, and I've been impressed with it, and he's actually helped me also on my journey to becoming a PA. So, you know, being given an opportunity to actually sit down with him and pick his brain has been more than I can ask. Actually, I'm really big on vibes, and you give a great vibe, bro, like for real. I think it's the California in him. Nigga, definitely the California in him. You know, we come from coast to coast with it, so
yeah.
You know, it's nothing but good love over here.
Absolutely.
So Aaron, you know, I really appreciate you. Coming out, taking the time to, you know, talk to us.
Yeah.
You know, talk to my people, and you know,
for sure.
our people, really. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think this information is really going to help them on their path to becoming a PA and just in life in general.
Yeah.
Honestly. I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, man.